Hey guys, it's Jack Monroe here. We're back at the Kitchen HQ, and right beside me, I got three of the young prospects in the pickleball world. We got Richard Livernice, Elliot Schupp, and Spencer Lanier. And right now, we're gonna walk through a 2.5-hour drill session, and we all have specific things that we wanna work on throughout. I'm gonna voice over all of it, but you guys will get B-roll, and I hope you guys enjoy and take some value out of this. Personally, I believe the warm-up to be super important, and I think that Dingles is one of the best ways to utilize it. Dingles is when you play two cross-court patterns each direction, and then when one team hits it in the net, then you play a full-fledged kitchen rally, anything goes, speed-ups, anything like that. So as you can see right now, we are playing our cross-court battle. We can speed up if they hit a high ball. It just has to be cross-court in that box. Now, the reason I like this as a great warm-up tool is because instead of the overused and cliche way of warming up where you're straight up box to box right in front of you, you're actually training the correct patterns. You're warming up that cross-court and middle ball, which is what you're going to use 80-90% of the time when you're training in games. And the only problem is you're speeding up cross-court or middle, which is not a realistic game pattern, but the good part is that's just for your one bit, for your one rally that you're having cross-court. Once you or your teammate hit the ball in the net or hit a winner speeding up cross-court, then you yell Dingles and you play a full-fledged kitchen rally. Anything goes with all four players. And so you get 1 point for winning that. And so if you were the first person to win your cross-court battle, whether it be with a speed up or a net ball or they hit the ball wide, then you yell Dingles and you play just from right there. The other pattern that was going on cross-court now can put the ball anywhere. They can speed up whenever, they can lob, they can do whatever they want. And as you can see right here, we're playing that kitchen rally. Somebody yells Dingles, and then immediately we go to that full-fledged kitchen game. And how the scoring works is we went to 11, and you get 1 point for winning your cross-court battle, the first cross-court battle that will be won or lost, and then you get 1 point if you win the 2-on-2 actual kitchen game. So just as an example right here, one team actually yells Dingles as soon as they hit it in the net or win that cross-court battle, and now immediately we know and we're locked into the actual 2-on-2 session, and then you get a point for each. So that's how this works. And so what I love about how the four of us utilize our drill sessions is we do a warm-up such as Dingles, and then after that, each one of us has a part of our game that we want to work on, and that is what we emphasize for the next 20 minutes or so. So I was the first one that wanted to emphasize something, and what I really wanted to work on was my forehand speed up off the bounce from the kitchen line. So as you can see right here, what we're going to do is I'm going to feed a ball to Elliot, and Elliot is going to feed a dead dink to my forehand in the middle, and I am going to hit the ball, whether it be straight past Spencer, straight to Spencer's line, straight at him, or down the middle, and we play the point from there. Spencer knows it's coming, he's going to counter it, and Richard's also going to slide, and Elliot's going to slide since his forehand is also in the middle. And what we're going to do is we're just going to play that point out. We're going to do this. We're going to do scoring to 11, and from there these are the reps that I want to work on. My forehand speed up, and we are really dialing it in because all four of us are committed. We're having good reps because Spencer's also countering, Elliot's also countering, and Richard is learning how to slide to that middle ball for that 2. And what I'm really trying to take out of this drill is not only dropping my paddle face and hitting a good speed up in all 3 locations, but looking for that next ball, that 2 ball, where I'm trying to put that ball away. And so in some of these examples, you can see, if I don't hit it in the net, that I'm actually following the next ball up with my backhand counter. And so this is a great way of me learning how to hit the forehand speed up and getting a lot of reps in a short amount of time. And you can also see that you can hit an inside out roll dink with that. I don't have to speed the ball up. So I have a lot of options, and since my backhand is a little bit more developed than my forehand in terms of speed ups and types of tools that I have, I'm really trying to work on every single one here. I'm trying to learn the variety as well as the mechanics, and Elliot's doing a great job feeding the ball to me so that I can train that. And not only that, but instead of working with a ball machine or something, these are realistic reps, which I can't stress enough. These realistic kind of tournament style reps is something that the only way you can get is if you have 4 players that are really committed to getting better and are willing to drill, but not only drill, but drill specifics in their game. So this is what I wanted to work on, so we worked forehand speed up my forehand speed up first, and now we're moving on to the next. So now that we finished what I wanted to work on, it's Richard's turn to take the stage. So what Richard really wanted to work on was driving his third shot and then hitting a drop fifth. So here what we're going to do is Elliot is feeding the ball to Richard. Elliot's at the kitchen and Richard and I are at the baseline, and he's feeding it simulating a return. So Richard is going to drive the third ball and specifically on his backhand side hit that fifth drop. And we're playing the point out from there. Once Richard hits the fifth, then the ball is live. We're going to look to come up to the kitchen, and if they get a high ball, then they're going to speed it up before we can get to the kitchen, and they're also going to try to keep us back once Richard hits that fifth. So we're going to play it out from there. We're going to do 11 points each way. First to 11 win by 1, and this is a great drill for Richard to learn how to hit an easier fifth shot and get more comfortable with it, as well as it teaches me, since I'm on his team, I'm looking to poach, but not overly poach. Most importantly, I'm looking to just work on my transition zone. And once we get to the net, we're playing points out. Spencer and Elliot are also working on keeping us back. Once Richard hits that fifth, then they're trying to keep us back so we don't have the advantage of getting to the kitchen line. Elliot, also taking the drives from Richard, is working on hitting that drive and countering that deep to Richard. He's not trying to give him that easier fifth ball. He's actually trying to be realistic in where he would hit it. So this was Richard's choice, and it's another great way for you to learn not only the drive, but the drive-drop combo, as well as keeping everybody engaged through playing points. So for this third drill, Spencer actually really wanted to work on his backhand dink. He wanted to learn how to get more comfortable taking balls out of the air, when to use the two-y, when to half volley, and when to slice. I know there's a lot of decisions that, at the higher level that you can make because you have such a high amount of shot selection, but Spencer really wanted to work on this. So we're playing these kitchen games, and I know it looks like it's just a cross-court dink pattern, but Spencer and Richard are looking to speed the ball up, as well as move each other around in the box. I'm obviously forced to stay ready, same with Elliot, and we will get involved, as you can see right here, in the points. Richard will sometimes try to keep me honest by taking a step off the line and kind of ripping his two at me. But so Spencer is really working on his footwork here, as well as when to take balls out of the air, when to not, and all of that good stuff. So this was a great way for Spencer to get used to that, especially since he's trying to transition from the right side, like a tall right side player, to more of a left side player. It helps a lot mixed as well. So this is what he really wants to work on, and this is a great drill that all of us focused on in order to help him out. And so now it's Elliot's turn to pick a drill, and what he really wanted to focus on was unwinding the stack. Especially on the return side, a lot of lefties and righties, when they're stacking, find it extremely difficult to unwind with a heavy serve. So that's exactly what we're going to focus on. Richard is going to try to hit as heavy and deep of a serve as he can, and Elliot's really going to work on hitting a deep return back to us. And so Elliot is really going to feel the pressure on this unwind, and what I'm going to do when he returns middle, I'm going to try to work on my roll drops when Elliot isn't established at the kitchen line, because he's running cross court rather than straight up when they're unwinding. And so Richard is going to look to poach that next ball, and then Spencer is going to be ready for whatever we bring at him. So all four players are involved in this drill. As you can see, every single one of my drops is going to be a little hybrid or drive cross court at Elliot, because he's moving on the unwind, and Richard is hitting those deep serves. Richard's working on his serve, I'm working on my third, and Spencer is also working on sliding and learning where and when to hold specific shots, whether to hold two-y, whether to hold middle, based off of how we're approaching the net. And so we're trying to be as aggressive as possible with Richard's heavy serve and my hybrid drive, and we're trying to add just as much offense to this scenario as possible to make it as difficult for Elliot to get to the net on an unwind, because unwinds are typically where a lot of points come from when good players are struggling to get to their side, especially hitting those shorter returns. So Elliot is going to try to hit as deep returns as possible, and if he doesn't, then we're going to win this game, because we're going to 11 win by 1, and I know it seems unfair, but we're doing 11 win by 1. So yeah, once again, this is a good way for all of us to be involved in a drill and focus on one thing that we want to work on in specific. So Dingles was the first 20-30 minutes, and then everybody's drill session was about 20 minutes, and you can see how fast time flies. we're already 2 hours into this video, or into this drill session, and now we only have time for one more. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to unwind the stack the other way. Spencer is now focusing on hitting his deep returns. I'm focusing on hitting heavy serves as well as good loopy thirds. Richard is looking to be aggressive on that next ball. As you can see, he's trying to poach when I hit a nice third. Spencer is feeling the pressure on the unwind, and we're playing the point out from there. So Elliot's going to try to take balls and slide to protect Spencer when he's unwinding, but if not, then he's going to stay on his side and learn and just learn through patterns when we develop these points. So this was a great way to finish it off. You can also finish it off with games, not just stale games, but games based off of different points. So for example, a clean winner is 2 points, or an unforced error is -1 point, or an unforced error is, minus 1 point, but it's not a true point. It's like it's a side out or something like that. There's so many ways to really make your drill game a lot more enhanced. And this is one drill session that we had. We all have so many things to work on. So eventually, in a month or two, I'm hoping to do another one of these. So yeah, this is one of our many drill sessions that we have. We probably have 2-3 of these a week. I'm really, really glad to be on the court with these young pros who are also looking to improve at the rate that I am. It's really good to surround yourself with people like this in a really good circle, because then it makes it easier to not only commit to a time to play, but commit to a time to drill, and all have something that we want to focus on and bring to the table, so we can have these good high-level drill sessions. And it's okay to get in a rhythm. You can play music in the background, you can talk, you can take breaks, you can take your shirt off, you can get in the vibe, whatever you want. But yeah, I'm really glad to have these guys here. And big thanks to the people at the kitchen for letting us drill and shoot here. We had a blast. The courts are really nice. They just got put in a month ago. This is actually their HQ located in Austin, and they have a court there. So it's they're working in the background while we're drilling. So I'm sure they're super jealous of us. But yeah, thanks for opening it up to us. It was really nice, especially in Texas humidity, to be in AC, but not only AC, but actually a good court. It's a real net, really good courts. They just got laying out, as well as no lighting issue as well. They have a skylight, they have really good lighting, and then there's no color issue on the backdrop, as you can see. So thanks to the Kitchen HQ, thanks to the Kitchen for opening their place up to us. We had a blast, and make sure to subscribe and follow for more, because I'm going to be doing probably one of these every month or two, or 2 to 3 months, depending on the feedback that I get. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more.
Hey, my bad.